The Wealthy Empire Network.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? So I'm gonna do a weekly, I guess daily, weekly analysis, however you want to say it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that today. I am going on a camping trip tomorrow, and it's gonna be lit. You feel me? So I was gonna be gone, so I just want to make sure y'all get this work for this week, so y'all can make this money. That's what it's all about. All right. Real quick though, y'all, there is somebody in the comment section with a fake page of me commenting and telling people to hit them up on WhatsApp. That's completely fake, and it is not me. So if somebody contacts you in the comment section and say hit me up on WhatsApp, let them know they're a scammer and to stop writing you. Also on Instagram, same thing. Somebody with a fake page is hitting people up. I don't be hitting people up on Instagram. So if you want, my Instagram link is in the description of the video. All right, don't fall for the scams. So real quick though, if you already like logged into whatever trading account you're using, whether it's this or whatever broker you got, I found out, some of y'all probably knew this, I'm a little slow, so work with your boy. But if you go to file, you can go to open account, add new broker, and just type in whatever broker name you're using, and then you will be able to use one MetaTrader for all your brokers. I didn't know that because I was using multiple. Like I had a KOT broker when I opened up, then a Hugo's Way broker one. When you could just do it on here and then they'll all appear like right here. Didn't know that. All right. So if you didn't know that too, it's gonna save you a little more time clicking through everything. All right. But right now, I'm hopping on gold. So gold right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here on the daily. All right. I'm gonna come in here on the daily. I'm gonna grab this tool right here, my horizontal line. So we're gonna start drawing support and resistance, and then we're gonna start drawing like key levels and things like that for you guys to be able to use this week. All right, so first and foremost, what am I doing? I'm coming to usually the highest point. All right, the highest point where the market drop, boom, and I'll draw a level or a resistance, you know, line right here. Then I usually come back here and I'll find one of the lowest points, and I'm gonna draw support right here. All right, boom. From there, I already see where the market's headed. It was already headed down. As you can see, even with the RSI, it reached upwards to how high was that? It reached upwards to what, 88, and it dropped all the way back down here to, it's now at 54. So you can see, boom, that's the NBA right there, boom. All right, if I come down here to the H4, we can see that line is still respected. All right, now if your line looks a little different, you know what I'm saying, you could always right click on it, click horizontal line, change the color of it, and also change the size of it, because sometimes it's real thin, but you can come in here and change the sizes and all that. And you can even write a little description if you need to. All right, now when I come down here to the H4, I'm zooming out, and as you can see, this is a pretty far, you know, zone. So what I usually do is zoom back in, and then I find other key levels. Right, here's another one for me. Where the market showed rejection, went back up. All right, and then so I know that's one level. Okay, you could also draw another level right in here. Okay, this is a well-respected level, got a lot of touches in there. Anytime you get a lot of touches like that, you good. So now when I come to the H4, now while I'm doing this because you can find multiple ways to enter the market. All right, you can find multiple ways to enter the market. So based off of this, it lets me know the market already came down, bounced off of here, start shooting back up. Okay, we see when it bounced off of here, it was at 16. Just it respected our zone on the NBA. Boom, at 16, it started going up. That's where it's headed. So we know right now it's at 41. Could potentially be coming back up here, but we watch it. And this is why you create these zones. Now, if you don't want to trade on the 4 hour, excuse me, you don't want to trade on the 4 hour, you come down here to the H1 and the market is still respected. All right, and this is where you can, you know, find more zones. All right, so it's completely up to you. When the market is consolidating like this, what you really could do is just, you know, catch it in this box. Now you could also use shapes if that works better for you, and I'll show you what shapes look like. You can always click insert, go here to shapes, click on rectangle, and you could just draw, you know, a shape. And you could always change the colors and all that So this is what the shape looks like. So basically when the market is in heavy consolidation, meaning it's not making no big moves, it's just like a bunch of small moves right there, right? You could draw this box. Whenever the market does break up or down outside of this box and close, then you know that's the direction that it's headed. All right, so that's another good way to do it. All right, so we drew these zones, and then you could always, like I said, you could always come, you know, further down the line and just look for entries, right? Depending on where you trade at, how you trade. So we know the market reached up here, start heading back down. Now we see it's headed back down this way, right? So this could be a potential sell, potential, you know, good potential scalps, little stuff like that. So that just lets me know, okay, if it's headed down, let me zoom in. If the market is headed down, where is it gonna head? Where's it gonna head to? Where it already tested at, right here. So it could potentially head down to this zone. If it passes this zone, we know it's headed here. And then if it passes that, ultimately, then it's going even further down. All right. So that's why these levels is important. You can do it on the M5. Same way, y'all. So let me go ahead and go to GU. We'll do GU the same way. All right, you can start yours on a weekly if you like. It really doesn't matter. Like however you start it, you can start it however you want to. But you know, hey, like if let's say, let me just give you an example if you wanted to use the shapes, because some people like to use the shapes a lot as well. This is week, so this week 1, week 2, week 3. You can go back 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, and you could draw your zone. All right, you come back here to the daily. You'll see it's respecting this in consolidation. Come to the 1 hour, you can see where it's at, right? So it's been respecting the zone the whole time. So that way you don't even have to draw support and resistance. You can just draw that. Now, if you do want to change the color of this, let's say you don't like the gray, you just come down here to object list. You got to come all the way down here to, you should see shapes somewhere in here. Hold on, let me see. Oh, rectangles, my bad. You'll see rectangles. You'll be able to click on that and edit, right? It say dark gray, you can change it to yellow or green or blue or whatever. So you'll be able to do that as well. All right. So, but at least you'll know, okay, for the week, this is what I'm looking at, right? So when you come to the weekly, you can draw your little box and then just come back. Boom. So let's say you wanted to trade on the H1, you know, okay, when we get to this zone, when we start to get to the top, we know it's coming down. You can always line it up with the RSI as well. But even if you do, let's say you got some peeking out, you can always draw that, you know, resistance line right here. So that way it'll help you, you know, even more. Make it even more accurate. All right. So, boom, we just got a lot. There's a lot of up and down in this zone. So now we know, okay, if it does break outside this box, right, and close, we know what direction it's headed to, right? If it breaks, you know, below this one, we know what direction it's headed to, okay? So that's what you want to look at. And that works the same way. Like I said, going down, if you want to trade off the 30-minute. And the reason where you, like, how you know where to put your, you know, your box or your, you know, support and resistance levels is just when you see a lot of, you know, different rejections, right, in the same area. So this is a key level. Why? Because the market touched here so many times in this area, right? Bounce, bounce, bounce. Usually 2 or 3 times we can expect the market to drop. Same way at the bottom. If it touched 2 or 3 times, we can expect the market to go up. But like I said, you can always use the RSI, the NBA strategy as well, just to, you know, for further confirmation. You want to make sure you do that so you don't get yourself in no crazy mess. You know what I'm talking about? You got to get this paper. You got to protect your money. But let me take these period separators off because they're like too many dotted lines. So I'm gonna come here. Boom. All right, Euro USD. Right? But it's so easy to find entries, y'all. It's really easy. Like I said, it's really easy to find entries based off of that. So I'll do, let me just go here, and this is where I'm gonna go to the daily, because I usually start a lot of mine on a daily when I'm doing it. But right here, why is this a good point? The market touched here 3 times and it dropped. You see that? Boom. It's already headed back up here, so we know what we're expecting, right? If it comes, the market already, if the market comes back up here, this is the daily though, in touch, we can expect to sell. Now we don't sell immediately. We wait to see what the next candle does, and then we can hop in. All right, but that's long term if you want some long term stuff. All right, then right here, it looks like the market touched a whole bunch of times in here, so we'll do that. Okay, now come down here to the H4. As you can see, boom, rejection, came down. Came up here, tested, rejection, still respected that line, came down. Simple stuff. So now I know, okay, the market look like it's trying to head up this way again. So guess what? At this level, we looking to sell. It's that simple. All right. Now, I'm gonna come down here and then I'll add another level right in here. Why? Because the market touched in this area a lot of times. Touched a lot right here. Touched a lot right here. You know what I'm saying? And so we can see this is where the market is headed now. So guess what? If it bounce up here, we selling, it's looking to come back down here. It's simple. It's just as long as it stays inside this this pattern. If it breaks out of this pattern, we know where we looking, you know, for it to head to. And that's, you can always draw more levels right here. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get a little closer, you can draw a level here. You know what I'm saying? Like right in here. So we looking for the market goes up, touches here, drops, and let's say it passes here, drops, keeps coming down, then it passes that. We looking for it to come here, and then we just looking for it to go level by level by level. That's it. So if I come down here to the H1, okay, we see where the market is trying to head to, up here. Okay, 65. We know when it usually getting around at 65, it's trying to head to the 70s before, you know, it head up there and then head back down. So based off that, we know, okay, this could be a good buy. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Now, if you want to even get even more technical and draw more levels inside of this as well, you could do that. But, you know, like I said, you could draw as many levels as you like, enough to where it's not get, you know, confusing to you or nothing like that. But, you know, like right here, this is a good rejection zone. So the market does head right here and starts to wick out, then we know it's heading back down. Why? Because it did the same thing on the left, right? So that's where you can expect it to go to. How far did it go down? Right in here. So we know exactly how far we can expect the market to drop. What happens over here usually happens over here. But if it does break past this point, then we know where it's going. It's going back up here. So it may come up here, it may retest, and it may shoot back up here, ultimately to try to come back down, or it may pass this and keep going. So these is the levels, that way you will know, okay, this is where the market is going, this is what the market is doing. That way you don't get caught up, you know what I'm saying? Right here on the 15, same thing. Same exact thing. Looking to bounce here, we looking to sell right here. But we don't sell immediately. We wait to see if it's gonna reject. If it keeps rejecting, we sell and we ride it back down. All right, so that's on the Euro USD, last one. USD JPY. Yeah, it's simple stuff. This is all you gotta do, like on Sundays and stuff like that, or even throughout the week. Let's say you just do it the night before, especially if you're doing long-term trading. You just do this stuff the night before, and you'll be good to go. But like I said, I'm gonna do this. Matter of fact, let me delete these right here because I'm gonna do it on the daily first. You can do yours on a weekly, however you want to do it. Everybody do theirs different. And I'm gonna take this one off. Boom, there we go. All right, so I usually do one about, hold on, not that, we didn't want that. Do one about right here, and I'm gonna do one at the very bottom of this. All right, and then I'm gonna come over here, see where we at. This is where it rejected. This is another zone. And where we at currently. I'm gonna just do one right here. Boom. All right, now come to the H4. I zoom out, see where these zones are. Okay, so it bounced. I could do another one right here. Right, this is where the market touched a few times, already headed down. Come here to the H1, and what do we see? Right, we see the market respect. Boom, bounce, drop, bounce again. Let me see, look. Touched again, 1, 2, drop big time. Market's headed down this way. Where could it potentially be headed? Right here. Right? How do I know that? Because that's where the market bounced before it went back up. So this is another good zone. So this could be potentially be headed back down here. If it does break this zone, we got another zone right here. Why did I put this right here? The market touched here. Touched here, it's another good zone, right? So if the market does come here, it can either potentially bounce here and go up this way, or if it breaks here, it may retest and come back down here to this zone. Same thing, it may go up from here, or It may break, retest, come back down to here. That's it. And then from there you can come to the M30 and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You can do the exact same thing. This looks like a pretty good zone as well. If it does, the market does come down to here, it could potentially bounce. Right? Market comes down here, could potentially bounce. If it breaks, it's coming down here. That's simple, y'all. Right? So these are zones. That way you won't get, you know, confused on when should I get in. Let's say you tired of waiting on the RSI, or you tired of waiting on other stuff. This is stuff you can do to get in, and that way we know, okay, so right now, based off what I see right now, I could potentially get in on a sell on this one. You know what I'm saying? It all lines up. And it's already starting to drop. You see that? Do y'all see that right there? I probably would have been in profit just a little bit right now because it's already starting to drop. But that's how I know how to get in and out like that. Based off, you know, you can do that on the zone. Like I said, you can do it on the 5 minute. Same way on the 5 minute. Look, it's already headed down here. We know, okay, if it hits here, we looking to buy. But we don't buy off the rip. We wait to see what it does. If it does close below here, form a new candle, then we looking to sell long term here. It's that simple. All right, so that's how you can, you know, set up your zones. That's how you can do it week by week, day by day, however you want to do it. But that's usually what you can do, like on Sundays, to get your chart ready for the week. That way, once you got your key levels, you know, okay, it's game time. I already know exactly where I'm buying and selling at, and that's it. But that's all you're looking for, is just places where the market touched a bunch of times. You just set those zones up. Like I said, you can either use these horizontal lines for support and resistance, or you could just use the shape tool where it just draws a box. You know, however you want to do it, that's how you do it. But it's this week, you know what I'm saying? It's time to get this money. Stop playing around in these markets. So hopefully this video helped, and let's go run up a check. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.